Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday. Yes, yes, yes. This is Prosperity Sunday. Y'all know I'm bringing y'all all these prosperity geniuses up here. People who got the ways, the rules, the methods, and the solutions to a lot of your prosperity concerns. I don't want to say problems because you know what? It's only a problem if you believe it's a problem. If you seek out the solution, it's just a matter of obtaining a skill and mastering that skill to make it happen. That's it. That's it. Hey guys, hey guys. I'm going to welcome you guys to the Power to Profit with your coach, Takia TK Diamond. Well, listen, I have another amazing coach who's all about profit and helping you guys get them income levels up. You know what I'm saying? But in a whole nother way. Now, you guys know I'm all mindset. I'm about brains, business, bank accounts, right? But this woman this amazing soul that I'm bringing to you guys today, Amy Lewis, is an expertise in sales and marketing. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not the sales and marketing person, which is why Amy is in my life, okay? This is the reason Amy's in my life today because, I'm sure I could do it, but you know what? Nah, you know what? I'd rather learn from the expertise to teach me rather than teach myself on my own about something so imperative to the success of your business. So I'm going to tell you guys just a little bit about my lovely Amy. And I'm going to share with you guys that nothing inspires Amy more than helping determined entrepreneurs to connect deeply to themselves and to gain clarity as to what it is, what are the steps, what is the gap, what are the steps between that gap from where you are to where you want to be, so that you can actually increase your income and earn $10,000 or more per month in your business. Now, let me tell you, I know that sounds out of the ballpark for some of y'all, but that sounds too low for me. Get what I'm saying? And I'm saying that to share with you guys that you are the creator of the financial income that you choose to have in your life. And having someone like Amy come in and give you the tools, the tips, and the jewels that you need to actually help people to see you and how to market yourself and how to close a sale, because Lord knows, okay? Most of you guys, y'all come to me, I'm already closed when you guys come to me, because you come to me already wanting my help. But guess what? There's so many things that I've been doing lately. Well, you know what? I want to expand. And so Amy's coming to help me with sales and marketing so I can expand. And I thought it would only be fair that I share with my geniuses who I'm working with, so that you can hop right on in with me and we can do this together. So let me introduce you to this amazing woman who, she has a strong background in sales and marketing. In addition to running her own business, Amy generated award-winning sales to the tune of over $1 million in less than 9 months. Oh my God. All right. Wouldn't you like to do that? If you had the proper tools to be able to do that, then you could be doing the same thing, okay? So I'm so grateful to have you, and I'm going to go ahead and bring my beautiful guest in with us so that you guys can pull up some weeds and plant some new seeds for a transform financial reality. So as I go ahead and bring her in here we go.
Awesome.
Hey,
hello.
Yeah.
All the feels on a Sunday. Awesome. Thank you so much for having me here. What an honor. What a great chain of events.
Listen, I would have it no other way.
100%.
So, Amy, oh my goodness, you are so amazing. I'm so grateful to have come into knowledge, into wisdom of your existence. What I would like for you to share with our prosperity geniuses today, they're wanting to take the necessary steps to, get their businesses in order, but obviously there's some things missing, right? Obviously. So if you could just share with our geniuses a little bit about, what you do and how you help them. I might have gave them a little bit, but I think you probably give them a bit more of exactly how you assist them.
100%. Thank you so much. And thank you for like the amazing intro, the energy. It's just an incredible, incredible day. And I'm so excited to be able to share with all of you prosperity geniuses.
Yes.
What Dr. TK Diamond already knows. And really, what I do is I help determined entrepreneurs. I see so many of you out there. You're determined, you want to change the world, and you finally have accepted that you want to increase your profits too. And that is really, really exciting, because sometimes in the service industry, we're stuck in that I want to have impact, and you do all that wonderful mindset work so that folks can receive that abundance, which is so important. So make sure that you're working on that piece. And we've got to take that mindset and add in the mechanics so that you can bring in that money. And as you said, that 10K a month, let's bump that up. And I know so many of you out there are like, I can't quite imagine those 100K months yet. So whether you want to add an additional 10K per month to your already existing income, you want to hit your first 10K month and keep hitting those. This is exactly what I help people to do. So what we do is we really hone in on first, what is your vision? And then go from there, because cookie cutters are amazing for baking, not so much for building a business and a life you adore. Everyone's different. So you've got to know what you want, not what everyone else is saying they want. What do you want? That's going to be number one, because really the number one thing that it doesn't matter if you're working on your mindset, your body, your relationships, your spiritual practices, or your business. This is one thing you will hear me say over and over again. This is the foundation of no matter what goal you're going for. This one thing must be in place in order for there to be success. And so it starts with a C. And I say this every single live I do. It is commitment. And so if you do not have commitment, you're not going to keep getting back up when you get knocked down, and you will get knocked down. So that's where I come in. I want to provide the systems, the structures, the strategies, the tried and true business practices, because we've got to have a real business with real people to create real revenue, and then combine that with all of the mindset and the energy work. And I always say we combine woo-woo with the science and strategies, but the woo-woo is science. So really what I do is help people to build solid foundations, no leaning tower of Pisa, look for the holes. I have a sort of matrix brain when it comes to businesses. We fill those holes and then increase profits and impact on the regular. Very customized, specific to each business owner. So exciting. So
now
exciting.
you see why I got Amy in here. Okay.
So much fun. So much fun. And it's just, hey, let's just shoot straight. I am a straight shooter. No fluff. That's
I love it. I love it. So Amy, you have to share with me, because I know you came from the fitness world and brick and mortar, when you had like all these different, and trust me, if I tell you my list, you're going to be like, oh my God, how did I come from the music industry, the nursing industry, then health, human resources, then 401ks. Listen, I'm just here, okay?
100%. And I love it. It is and that is so great to hear all of those pieces, because I think what people forget is you don't just you don't come out of the womb and earth side and you're an entrepreneur, right? We're not just a born, you might have an entrepreneurial spirit your whole life. Maybe you started a lemonade stand when you were 5 in front of your house, or you went and collected newspapers to recycle and you had that entrepreneurial spirit. But then here comes the education. Now, I come from an education background. I have a master's in education and educational leadership. I wrote curricula. I taught in New York City. I taught in outside of New York City for 10 years. And I left the system because I started, I didn't have the freedom I wanted. I couldn't teach the way that was truly serving the students and the families anymore. And that was a million years ago, it feels like. So I left and I went into fitness, and that didn't come by accident. So one of the things that I want to share with all of you. And if you're taking notes, which I highly recommend you do, if you're like me and you're not going to remember later, that's, I know that's me. So if that's you, write this down. You have to have intention. So it doesn't matter where you are in your life, you really want to be intentional. Otherwise, that time is just going to flow anyway, and years are going to go by, or months or days, and you're going to be like, oh, wait a minute. 90 days have gone by. I could have created that additional 10K already, right? So yes, second career path. Awesome, Lisa. I love it.
Yes.
That is phenomenal. And I would love to know, what was your career path and what is inspiring you to change? Like, that is so amazing. So
put it in the comments, Lisa. Whatever inspired you, can put it in the comments.
Drop it down below, because this is what is so exciting for other people to see. Wait a minute. You had a background in education, then you became a personal trainer, then you owned your own studio, then you shut that down and you're a business coach. Like, anything is possible. So I got into fitness from my own health backgrounds. We could be here all day, right? I'm not going to go into the depths of it, but I had Crohn's disease. It was really bad. I was told I couldn't have kids. I felt better, of course, changing my nutrition and my exercise. Yes. And I thought, well, heck, if I can do this, then people without these issues, how much could they benefit? So I had quite a career, and it was fusion fitness. We fused exercise, nutrition, and mindset together, and it for the win, right? But I worked with a lot of people who worked in New York City, who were executives in New York City, who were people who were then becoming moms and having to balance that.
Yes.
And I was coaching them through this as a personal trainer, nutrition coach. You wear many hats. Moved to Vermont. So we'll fast forward, moved up to Vermont because we had kids. We wanted to live in the woods, started personal training again. Vermont, you drive everywhere. You're driving. Nothing's lots of time in the car, opened a studio. And again, for me, it wasn't that my clients didn't get results. I still get messages at least weekly, sometimes daily, from clients who are like, we miss fusion. But I was missing my life. I was missing my kids growing up. I was tired all the time. I was never, ever home. I was serving my heart out. I was making some money. But then I did not want to do those things. So everything started to crumble. I was like, I can't live this way, right? So I took everything online. This was well pre-COVID. So I definitely am so grateful that it was a choice of circumstances that didn't involve COVID. So all of you out there who are pivoting from COVID, a big props to you. This was the universe saying, you know what? Here you go. And I want to just give props because you always have a choice, right? But you had to rapidly decide right now. And so I had the luxury of saying, you know what? Not for me. We're taking this all online. And as I did that, and that overtook the studio. We didn't have the space. Got rid of all those expenses. More and more people kept saying, well, how have you done this? How have you built these businesses? And we had the same sort of audience from New York retiring in Vermont and wanting to do their next thing. So it really just became more and more questions, helping more and more people, and then accepting myself that this was where my passion lied. It's not that I would rather refer out to a fitness professional who is deeply passionate, like I was years ago, and allow them to live their passion. And I'm always on the lookout for collaborations and connections. At this point, my passion is helping people to create those profits. So their families and the generations to come. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Lisa commented. Let's see what the Lisa said.
Ooh, Lisa, we are so aligned here, girlfriend. So you were in business 20 years ago, then education now for 18 years, and your passion is business, your first love, and you're coming back as a business coach and strategist. This is phenomenal. I absolutely want to know more. I am intrigued and I love it because business, education, business, it's that sandwich. And you've had all of those relationships, which are going to help you to skyrocket as you step into this new business. Fantastic. So definitely share with us. Are you off the ground? Are you pre-revenue? Or is this something that is in the creating stage? Are you already talking with people to enroll with you? I would love to know more. I've got so many questions.
Yeah. Well, one thing I do know about Lisa is Lisa's created an amazing course.
Great.
That we both actually created our online courses at the same time. I created the Fearless Cash Confidence course, which turned my life around.
Love that.
So it
Awesome.
turned a lot of, my students' lives around as well. And so Lisa got an opportunity to create a course. Oh, hey, Dominique. Dominique says, thank you, Lisa. She
Hey,
says, thank
Dominique.
you. Yes. And so, Lisa, definitely go ahead and share in the comments exactly where you are, because Coach, I help you guys with the spirituality aspects of things. But listen, I'm telling you guys, you need Amy in your life, okay? I'll help you guys and we get that energy up. But what about, when you guys actually apply the energy that I provide to you, the wisdom that I provide to you as far as how your brain operates and everything, and combining that with the strategies that Amy can assist you with. Listen, guys, there's no elevation without a strategy to it. If you don't have an intention as to where you're going, guys, remember, it's cool you want to set a goal. Okay, a goal is a goal. But to me, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I don't really believe in goals like that. But the reason I don't really believe in goals is because a goal is like something that just seems so far off. Like, oh, I got to get to this. That's my goal. It's so far away, but I'm going to get it. So I don't y'all know I'm a brainiac with this stuff. Anything that's going to make my brain mess me up, I don't want to think it, say it, or anything, right? So for me, I believe in setting intentions. You want to know why? Is because when you already have a vision of the end result of what it is that you desire and what you want and what you prefer. Y'all know that's my word. What do you prefer? You have this is where you are. But what do you prefer? You prefer what, right? And so once you have the strategy in place, you set that intention, right? And you know that this is where I want to go. This is what the end result looks like. Now, what steps do I need to take in between that gap in order to get there? And you start from the bottom up, like, okay, you know what? Change your self-image and think of, who do I need to become to be that? What skills do I need to be that? What habits do I have to be that, right? And then that's where Amy comes in and says, I'm going to give you the amazing mindset that you need to change that self-image. But then you also have to have the skills that you have to embody the skills of certain things as far as sales and marketing, because if you're talking to nobody, then you're not making any money. And that, you have to put yourself out there. Go ahead, Amy, take away.
No, I love it. And you said this very much in the beginning, and then you just repeated this again, because the vision, in your heart, you're driven by passion and purpose, not perfection, and you've got to build the skills. And it takes, now this is not what it takes for success. This is what it takes for mastery. And I want to be very clear that these are two different things. Mastery takes 10,000 hours. It's not going to take you 10,000 hours to bring in profits and impact. It is going to take you 10,000 hours to master the skills of marketing and sales, and to have that be flexible and fluid, so that flexible and firm, because there are always going to be key things that throughout the ages work, because people are people. Yet things are also going to be expected to change because we advance. So things were very different before the internet. When we didn't have phones, people were knocking on doors. When we had phones but no internet, people were knocking on doors and doing in person, all the way till last year with COVID. So there are specific skills that need to be developed, and that will be true today, 20 years, 50 years, 100 years from now. The number one thing for sales and marketing, beyond the commitment. So I'm going to share with you the question I ask at the beginning of every live.
Yes.
Every single live, I talk about commitment. And then I ask, on a scale of 1 to 10, what is your level of commitment? So we talk a lot about making that next 10K consistently per month and beyond. We've got clients coming in, they're like, hey, that's too low, just like you're saying. But we also have clients come in who are like, okay, I can't quite imagine 10K. I got to get to consistent 5K. Let's start somewhere, right? So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 is meh, an extra 10K a month would be, all right, I don't really care too much, right? Some people, it doesn't matter, right? So if you're there, then this isn't for you, right? But if you're at 10,
I want it all. Let's say you can The
10
extra
is all
3K.
in. And you're off. This one goes to 11, baby. You're off the charts.
I said, look, you can give me an extra 3K. You can give me extra 300. You can give me, let me tell you something. Do not limit the way or how it comes to you. You know, just be open to receive the opportunity as it presents itself. I would never say to myself like, oh, $300. I don't want $300. Guess what? That $300 is going to add up. And if I make 2 more $300, I'm close to $1,000. If I make 10 more $300, that gets me at 3,000. So don't get in the box of yes, I want you to make that. You guys know I want you to make 10K months. But if you're not there yet, you start where you are. And you have to build the muscle. Just like fitness, where Amy was in fitness and she was building that muscle, getting those moms and all that stuff ready. And even though Crohn's disease was her situation, she probably had no idea who else that she was helping that probably had Crohn's, that also probably had what is that?
There's so many digestive disorders.
Lupus.
We have a client with stage 4 liver cancer that she, through the work with us, and again, talk about mindset, through the work with us, even after the studio closed, she said, I have to tell you, I don't have evidence of the cancer anymore. I had recommended a specific doctor to her.
Wow.
And the mindset, the nutrition, and then, of course, putting those steps in place, she went from this stage 4 liver cancer, which you're not supposed to be able to come back from.
Right.
To, supposed to, right? So again, the belief, as you do such a wonderful job with helping people to move through, has to be backed up with skill. And I love, Lisa, that you're putting in there the 10K hours to mastery, because you can't wait for that, right? So you have that commitment. Now you put in the time and the effort. And the number one thing you're going to want to do is build real relationships with real people. That will bring you real revenue, right? So you've really got to go back into, who am I? What's my intention? What does integrity mean to me? And selling is an integrity with you, because you want to make an impact on the world, and you cannot do it without money. You cannot make the type of impact that you want to make. I know just by the vibes in this group, you are not going to make the impact you wish to in this universe, on this world, without increasing your bank account. So that is something that, if you really tune into that and say, okay, well, if I've got, if I look at this, what can I do? What organizations do you want to support? Who do you want to support? How do you want to show up in the world? Do you want to offer scholarships one day to your programs? You got to do that from overflow. You can't give everything away for free now. So you've got to build a real relationship with you. That's number one. That's where you come into play. And then you've got to build real relationships with real people. And the systems that we teach are all about relating, yet at the same time being very intentional about the fact that we're running a business. Because if you are just out there, I always call it, we teach a lot of organic marketing. We have you do organic outreach until you're at 30 to 50K per month. And then we decide, do we want to run ads, or do we simply want to hire and train more people for organic? Because that's where the money is and where the relationships are built. And so if you're not building those relationships, you don't know what people are really saying and wanting, and they think you're a bot, and they think you're automated, and they think you're just like every other coach. Instead, you can have a steady flood of people coming in, and you're being intentional and respectful because you're asking good questions, right? I always will say to someone, hey, what is your business and who do you help? This is a relationship. I want to know about them. And if I can't help, there's likely someone else. I got on a call this morning with someone. I wasn't quite sure if she was a fit. I said, it was a consult call, but I couldn't enter it going, I'm closing her. I said, I'm not quite sure from all of the information I already.
I'm like that too, Amy. Yeah. Like, if I don't feel like I could really help you, I'm going to really honestly say, like, I've had people say, listen, I was referred to you by such and such. I'm like, okay, that's awesome. And then I'm like, well, what is it that you're experiencing? And then they go into this whole, some of them, well, forgive me. Some of them go into this whole rant, with this person did this to me and da, 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 da,
oh yeah.
And my whole mind is like, yeah, Yo, yeah.
Well, and that's so another way around that, which because I agree with you, sometimes it's like, okay, so one of the things that I teach is to really understand who your ideal client is, right? So you
Yes.
have to intimately know this person beyond this. I don't care if you've been in business for 20 seconds or 20 years.
Facts.
Do this again because
Yes.
needs have changed through COVID, and you've got to really intimately understand what your ideal, not only what they want to need, like, so you've got to know what they want, because what you think they need is irrelevant
Oh my God,
until
it's
they're in
so true.
relationship with you. The other thing that's really, really important to remember in sales is you are interviewing this person and you get to choose just as much as they do. So
That's true.
don't put yourself in this needy position. Identify what are the must-have traits. So to avoid some of that like victim mentality, we're
Yes.
very clear that we work with people who are coachable and teachable, willing to do the work, don't give up at the first sign of adversity. So these are must-have traits.
Yes.
Must be willing to invest in themselves. Nice to have would be like at 100K or 70 to 100K per year. Some people are coming in pre-revenue. They're taking out loans. That's fine. That's a nice to have. Nice to have is some business experience. If
Right.
you are coming from education or you're coming from another career, let's talk, right? That's a nice to have. A must not have is a victim mentality. So like that, if you're going to get on the phone with me and tell me what's wrong with every single coach that you've spoken to or engaged with, that's great. We've all had those experiences, and may it teach us. May we learn from those experiences and move on
Right.
and not stay
Right.
stuck there, right? So must not have, no blame, no victim, no it's everyone else's fault, right?
Exactly.
You
But
can't
Amy,
be in the throes of poverty. Like if you're gonna invest in my program, you can't not be able to feed your family or pay your mortgage.
right.
Let's talk about how skills. Stay in my group. Come to our Real Talk with Amy Live every Monday.
Yes.
Let's set you up for success, but I'm not going to take your money when you can't eat. That's not, because that will create a tremendous amount of stress and you
Yes.
won't be able to implement. So you want to really look at for yourself, for your ideal client, what are the must-have traits? What are the nice-to-have traits? What are the must-not-have traits? And of course, you're always looking at, the pain or problem and what's
Yes.
the dream come true outcome. But who the heck are they? Are they a mom? Are they a mom of young kids? Are they a mom of school-age teenagers? Are they empty nesters? Do they not have kids? Does it not matter? Right? So there's a lot of different questions. I don't want to overwhelm, but you want to get to know your ICA just like your best friend, right? You want to know them inside and out so that when you're out there on the interwebs talking, interacting, building relationships, they are like, heck yeah, I need to speak to her, right? So it's really knowing yourself, knowing your client, and then being willing to say, I'm really sorry, this isn't a fit for you. You will get so much respect and referrals that way by being true to
Yes.
yourself and saying you're not ready yet. Like I told someone that yesterday. I said, you're not ready to work with me. I said, you
Yes.
need to do X, Y,
It's
Z
okay
first.
to say that. Oh my God, Amy, I swear I'm so sorry to cut you off in like 2 seconds.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, it's the most draining thing when you feel like you can't be honest and say, I really just don't fit. Like this is a fit for you. But you know what? I have 3 other people that actually might be a fit for you. I'm good with, listen, I'm good at what I'm good at. What I'm not good at, I'm gonna delegate you to the other person who's gonna teach me so we can both learn from the same person.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm not gonna be that person like, yeah, I know everything, because I know a whole lot, but I do not know everything.
And when we
Okay, I
try to
don't.
do it all, when I first transitioned, what I was trying to do, and failed miserably. I always felt like I was on a banana peel. I was doing this, doing the business. I call myself a success architect because we
I like
help
that.
entrepreneurs custom design blueprints. We don't just have a blueprint that we give you.
Mm.
It's really a custom design blueprint to build that business and life you adore. Well, I know how you do anything is how you do everything. And I'm good at fitness. So I was trying to fulfill even though we do incorporate some meditation in and habit building, I was trying to do that to the max, and the fitness, offering, fitness classes and nutrition programs along with the business building. Now what I do is I have a Rolodex, and I'm building my Rolodex. So if anybody, and you're in my Rolodex for mindset and for that money mindset, can I teach that? I can. Do I do a lot of work on it? I do. Do I offer like 7 money mindsets little checklist? I do. Yet for me to do a deep dive, instead of staying in my lane and focused on sales and marketing and program growth and profit growth, it just waters everything down when I can say, hey, Takia, here, let's bring you in. These clients need this. And that way you're not watering your program down, because you cannot serve everyone. That's the other big roadblock I hear people say. When I say, what is your business and who do you serve? They say, my business is XYZ and I can serve everyone. Even though maybe your product or service
may be able, but
no one will hear you. So it's really important that especially the older you get, and if you've got what it takes to be an entrepreneur, you're likely pretty much good at every single thing that you put your mind to, because you put the time and the effort in. That doesn't mean you should include that in your program. Take it from me. I overloaded. It blocked income coming in, and it blocked my ability to impact, because I was trying to do too many things. Now we focus on the foundations, we build them up, and we roll people into our mentorship when they're ready to really build beyond just a couple team members, when they're hitting those bigger numbers and they need more infrastructure. But we stay in the foundations and do what you need for success. And we say, hey, Takia, you take over the money mindset. You take over the energy.
Come in and be like, hey, snap out of it. Come on, guys.
Exactly. So don't do too much. You don't have to be a one-stop shop. What is your superpower? So drop in the comments below. I know there's a few of you here with us on a beautiful Sunday. Thank you for taking the time out and spending time with us. What is your superpower? Like, forget about your business right now. Just what comes naturally to you. Like, I know people my whole life, I'm a really good listener, even though I'm talking a ton right now. And people will tell me their life story, right? My husband will be like, who is that? And how do you know their life story? I'll be like, I don't know. I was online with them at the grocery store the other day.
I get it. I got you. I got you.
We just met them. I don't know. Right, for 10 minutes. So one of my superpowers is really listening and having that non-judgmental vibe that people want to tell me. My other superpower is that matrix. I can see the holes in systems. I love problem solving, and putting things together. So that is really why I can do these the business foundation so well, because I can immediately say, oh my gosh, I can immediately see the holes. So we've got someone who just joined us. She's got a retreat next weekend. And I said to her, I already see a couple tweaks we can make to get people into your retreat next week. So let's just make some simple tweaks of how you're posting. And we had one gal enroll, and within 10 days, she already had 3K in the bank. And it's really just their willingness to say, okay, it's nothing sleazy or weird. That's not me. Yet you might be uncomfortable because it's a skill you haven't mastered, right? So you got to put in the time, you got to feel awkward, and maybe you won't, especially as a teacher, Lisa. You've been in business and a teacher. You're going to be golden with communication, and it'll be those human psychology pieces of marketing that pragmatically are weird, but that we still people need 16 to 18 touches generally. I round up to 20 before they're like in. Right? That used to be 7 before the internet. Now it's up to almost 20 touches because people are savvy.
Listen, y'all see why y'all need Lisa in your life. We got Lisa in our life. We got Amy in our life. We got look. We got all these beautiful people in our life. Look, we need each other, guys. We need each other. So make sure you guys drop what your superpower is. So that we can. So staying productive. Hey, Munira.
Staying productive, Munira. Awesome. That is so. Have you always been able to be productive? It sounds like it your whole life. Like, was that something? And there are people that are just like, they're organized or they're productive or I was allergic to organization as a kid.
Now what? When I think about that, let me see. I think that I'm organized when I'm forced to be organized. It's like if you know how we have that, I forget the word, but it's like that throwback type of procrastination where as soon as it's time for it to get done, like you'll tell yourself every single day, like, yeah, I gotta do this. Yeah, I'm gonna write this down. Yeah, but it could be like maybe 4 hours before it, and you be like, the Jesus come out, and you be like,
I did it.
it.
And so it's so funny because I think that it's, Munira's been productive all of her life. And that kind of thing, I work that way. I'm like, I'll have weeks and weeks and weeks. And I'm like, at this time, I am going to get it done. And I work best that way. So I'll sit down, it'll be in my head and will not come out. Like I could speak it out, but then to type it out. So I think it depends on how your brain works. And that's the other thing, is to really be accepting of yourself, but then to fill the holes for yourself. So if you're someone who can never get the stuff done, then you got to put new habits in place or create a new story, right? And so here's another couple. So Javon, and please tell me if I'm saying your name wrong. That is one thing that I hate to do. Ability to come up with creative ideas and to connect, yes, and build relationships with credible people. You will not have any problem just building those skills and being able to, whatever those goals are, with the ability to connect and build relationships with credible people. And then, of course, the creativity. What a gift you are. That is awesome. Who else? That's phenomenal, Javon.
Javon is actually, he's a published author of the book called Level Up: How to Live Your Best Life Now.
Oh, love it. I love it. So many people wait. They're like, I'll be happy. I'm guilty when I was younger. Oh, I'll be happy when. You got to do it now. That is great, Javon. I would love the title of your book, Level Up Now.
Make sure that you guys join. I put her community name in here. So, guys, we gotta make sure that I want to see all of y'all. I'm going to check. I'm going to go in. I'm going to look. I want to know that all of you guys are in her community. And not only that, tomorrow she's doing a really amazing workshop online that I want all of you guys to join in. I know we got a couple lives for ourselves tomorrow, but guess what? I'm going to book around. I'm going to reschedule everybody around the time that Amy's going to go on, because I want all of you guys to meet with me, with Amy in here. Okay? So I'm sorry. Yeah. Y'all know my plan. Y'all know my plan.
That we do. That is awesome. And tomorrow's live is called Spiritual Selling 101 Revisited. And it's revisited because we did a workshop and there was so much information. And what I found was it was overload. And so what I was doing was, here I was wanting to serve, and I'm like giving all this great information, and it was too much to consume too fast. So one of the questions I keep getting is like, okay, now we're generating these organic leads. Now we're building these relationships. Now we're gathering these groups of raving fans. How do we bring the money in the bank account? How do we serve these people to the highest? And to serve to the highest good, and for you to serve to your highest, you got to enroll these people into your programs. They're going to get the most benefit from working with you. So Spiritual Selling 101 Revisited tomorrow. And I know it says 5 steps, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's really 9. It doesn't mean it's a whole heck of a lot longer, but it is a 9-step anatomy of a call. And we'll talk a little bit about what happens before and after, and how you can just be yourself, yet have that intention, have that integrity, and really intimately connect, and not being weird, right? Like, it's not like, oh my gosh, but intimately understanding the wants and needs of your ideal client avatar, your ICA, and for you to unpack and uncover if or how you can help them. So Spiritual Selling 101 is about selling from the heart, about setting it up before you ever even get on the phone, so you're not wasting your time or the person's. There's always value that you can bring, even if you don't enroll them. But what I've been hearing on my calls a lot is people are on calls forever, and they're not getting an exchange of money. And so I want that to stop for you. I want you to be able to get on the phone with not only your ideal client, but your ideal ready to buy client.
Ready to buy.
Yeah.
Secured the deal because you just secured the bag.
Yeah.
Don't you know? I was just saying that to myself. I was like, all right, now I need to get them to really get this part. And then voila, you appear. So
Awesome. So definitely join us. I go live every Monday at noon. There's a tremendous amount of great information and you can self-promote. So here's the thing. So many people say, oh, I'm in these groups and I can't promote myself. Not only can you promote yourself, I want to help you. So don't just drop a standalone link, because if you drop a standalone link, no one cares. And I'm not trying to be mean. It's just people are tuned into WIIFM, what's in it for me, and they do not care about you or me. You don't care about me right now. I don't mean that in a mean way. I mean that until you know I can help you or I care about you, you're seeing a million interviews, you're seeing a million things, you're seeing 10K months all over the place. So it's my job to connect so that you do care and you do want to come in and get what you need if it's what you need. So it's really an exciting group. I am brainstorming ways to get beyond the pulling teeth to get people to promote. So what I would love is if you would pop over to Freedom and Fulfillment Accelerator, join the group and introduce yourself and your business. Like, who are you? What is your business? Who do you serve? Put yourself out there, throw up a picture or a video. We want to see you. And then commit to engaging in our posts and showing up. The more visible you are, I want to help you be comfortable there. So you go out on the interwebs and you can do the same exact thing. And you just have a steady flood of qualified leads and ready to buy clients. That's what we want for you. So join us. We got a great session tomorrow. It's a free group. It's a great community.
The session start tomorrow?
12 noon Eastern time.
Oh, then that's perfect time. So we would say like from 12 to 1, 12 to 2?
If you want to block 12 to 1, I do my best to keep them to 30 minutes.
Okay.
They're not, sometimes I see 30 to 40.
No, Amy, 9 steps in 30 minutes, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you for calling me out. And being my like, are you joking right now? That's not happening. So yeah, let's do 12 to 1. Tomorrow's will be a special. We will not go over an hour. How about that?
We can give you 60 minutes, guys. You got this.
Give me 60 minutes. Thank you. Thank you.
Like 30 minutes right, Amy, okay?
I tried, but I swear I can never do it. Like, I want to shorten it for you. It's going to have to be a part 1 and part 2 video. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll do 60 minutes tomorrow and we'll do and then I'll break it down so that if some of you got to run, we'll tag you so you can come back and catch the rest.
Yes.
Thank you.
See, we here
Thank you for having my back.
We're here for each other.
Absolutely. I'm so grateful. So grateful.
This is a whole fact. You can't expect support from people who don't know or like you.
No, and it does take time. And the thing is once you've got your systems in place and people are seeing you, and because you're shining the beacon of light that you are for those people who are searching for you, and I know you hear it all the time, be authentic, be yourself. You got to figure out who the heck that is so that you can go out. The confidence and the clarity come later. That's why the commitment's so important. The confidence and the clarity will not be there from day one. The commitment will. And that is what needs to last through and through. So you have the courage to get the help you need, to develop the clarity, the crystal clarity, the laser focus, set those boundaries, and skyrocket right to the moon and beyond with those profits.
Yes. So guys, listen, do not sell yourself short. I need to see all of you guys over here. Let me get back to the name in case you guys have a hard time trying to figure out what it is. The Freedom and Fulfillment Accelerator. This is the community. Go into this group, make a request. If you guys, when you ask your little questions, you could put Takia Diamond. Then she'll know.
Please do.
That she's gonna put you right on in there. Okay? Get in here, guys. Get focused. Okay? Get focused. I need you guys to get clear, and I need you guys to be committed. Just as Amy said, if I'm gonna do this and be committed, and y'all know Coach got 20,000 things going on, but I'm gonna make it my business because guess what? This is important to me. Sales and marketing is important to me. And for so long, sales have just come to me. And I basically just because I'm a magnet to success and good fortune. But not only am I a magnet to success and good fortune, I'm a magnet to people who really want to transform. So they just kind of come to me. However, there are things that are missing in my system. I'm telling y'all something, that even though I could be earning the money and everything, there are still things that are missing in my system that I don't know. I don't know what it is. But guess who does? Amy. She can show me what's missing in my blueprint. I might got one blueprint. You guys know I tell you, y'all got a money blueprint. Guess what? You also have a business blueprint. And that business blueprint that's stuck in your brain is what you need. If that blueprint in your mind is you don't get no customers, people don't buy your books, nobody don't got the money to afford your course. That if that's the blueprint that you got running, that's why you see what you see. But the blueprint that I have in my mind is that I always attract the right people and the right client that is right for me and my business, and I'm right for their business, and we prosper each other. That's the mindset that I have. So that's the reason why I attract that. But it doesn't mean that there's not things that I don't see that could be in place that could put me at 100. My goal eventually is to have 100,000 a month. If I would do 100,000 a week, that's what I'm looking for. So I'm sure you guys are not far from what I'm thinking, because you guys are with me all the time, and y'all know as we go through our trainings and everything, and when we do our 3-6-9 exercises in the morning, and I ask you, what's your goal? How do you plan to get there? What happened when you got there, right? Because you gotta go deeper, right? Gotta go deeper, and you actually gotta be able to see yourself doing this. And one of the things that I do, if I find myself falling a little behind and I start seeing myself like I'm procrastinating, like every morning I'll get up and I'll say I'm gonna do it, but I won't do it. You know what I do? I'll start to visualize myself doing it, even though I might not do it in that moment, and I might be being lazy in that moment. I will see myself taking action doing it, and I promise y'all, within 2 to 3 days, I did it, and I breezed through it. It's because I trained my brain to listen. Yes, I want to do this. Yes, I want to take action. It's all your psychology, guys. Y'all gotta understand these files that's up in here that's running the show. You know what I mean? And so not only you want to understand these, but you also want to understand the systems that's necessary, that's going to also help you get there faster, get there clearer. Guys, you got to know the whole system, because it's not just your mindset that fixes everything. It's the strategy and the energy that aligned with that helps you get there.
100%. I love it. I love it. It is the mechanics and the mindset. It's creating that new story in your mind so that you can have the systems, the strategies come to you, so that you build that love and trust factor, and people are just flowing to you. And again, like you said, you need those systems, those strategies, the tools for success that align with you. There's a ton of strategies out there, and I've been in business long enough to have tried things that I never should have tried because they weren't in alignment, and I sure didn't get results. So I love that you're raising your hand, because when you see us speaking here, often it's like you see us in a moment in time and you're like, oh my gosh, they've never struggled a day in their life. And I will tell you that the struggle is guaranteed. 100%, and every level you aspire to and that you reach and ever level up, right, Javon? Every time you level up your life now, there's more head trash that needs to be taken out. So I'm going to share with you one quick tip to take action if you're a procrastinator. If you have a thought in your mind and you're like, I really should, go running, or I should really send that email, instead of getting lost in but I'm sitting on the couch, or I'm eating bonbons or whatever, count backwards from 5.
They know that.
4, 3, 2, 1, because it takes 5 seconds just scientifically for your human mind to either do or not do. So by counting backwards, you're engaging your mind, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is too easy. And believe it or not, even though 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is easy, it engages your brain differently. You're taking action, and then you're more likely to get up and go do it.
It's true.
than just sitting. The other thing is I would stand up when you do it. Change your position, change your physical. If you're like
Physiology.
on the couch, like, oh, I should really send that email.
Sit
5, 4,
up.
3, 2, 1, right? And just make sure, or that you're going to stand up after 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, so that
Yes.
you can just take some action, even if it's go put it on your calendar for later. Even if it's at, I'm going to do this at 6 p.m. and then you set a timer in your phone, you've at least taken an action. It doesn't have to be the, biggest
Big thing, right?
universe denting action, but that action will dent the universe. And it does. I love it, Javon, because it does start in the mind. Yet I always say to people, you can't sit around and eat bonbons and meditate all day. You've got to take action. You can do that part of the day, but you can't just sit there meditating saying, the clients are going to come to me. Although as your mind opens, they will start to flow. But then
if you don't even take
mindset of mechanics, baby.
That's not gonna work either, because you can start thinking about it, and then you can become the vibration of it. And then when it starts happening to you, you start freaking out because you're scared, and you're like, well, I don't know what to say. What do I say now? Because you ain't playing.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
And then once you got them in, there's client success systems, because so many focus on the lead gen and the, with the marketing piece, and then the sales piece, and then they forget about the service piece. And this is not, you are not alone, but these systems will help you with not only making that sale, but retaining your clients, so that you're bringing people in or putting in a referral system. So make sure that you tell us that Takia sent you to the group, because when one day somebody says, hey, yes, I want to join you, we have a very specific system in place to say thank you to our referrers. And it's called a referral system, right? So I love systems and solutions and all of that stuff. And so, yes, we really always want to be in gratitude.
Awesome.
So thank you for just saying, hey, let's hop on.
Yes, for sure. And I'm so glad that you shared the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method, because I share that with them all of the time.
Oh, great.
Yes. And so you just reaffirm so that they know I'm not making this up. It's not just me who's doing this, guys. What I'm teaching you, it's real. It works. It's no way. Amy and I did not have a discussion before we started about what methods that we use for procrastinating. We did not have that discussion at all. So I'm letting you guys know, like, another little thing that I add in sometimes with it is I tell them that when you do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, is to see that 5 blinking in your head. 5, 5, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, almost like a countdown. And pretend you hear the echo and just see this flashing 5, 4, and 3. And when you come up out of that, you have an opportunity right in that moment, once you get to number 1, to either go back to the thought that you was thinking, or to choose a whole new thought and create a momentum in a whole nother direction. But it's gonna be up to you. I can tell you how to get past it, but I can't tell you what to do forward. You have to want transformation. You have to put in the word transformation. Like I put on my post the other day, transformation is not a 9 to 5. It's a 24/7.
Yeah.
It's 24/7. So even while you sleep, you're still in transformation. It's energy being processed and all kinds of things going through your body while you sleep. 24/7. So how important is it for you to get out there and share your gift with the world and show people how they can, as Javon's movement is level up, right? Oh, Taraya, welcome, Taraya. Thank you for coming. Taraya, the name of the group, I'm going to put it back up. It's called the Freedom and Fulfillment Accelerators. This is the name of the group. Okay. But, guys, we got to take action, and you got to decide, who you choose to be. It's not about my mama don't want me to be this. My baby daddy going to be mad if I do this. Listen, that's all personal. Right now, it's about you and making a decision for yourself and saying that I'm deserving of a successful 6, 7, 8-figure business. I'm deserving of the right clients coming to me, or the right customers purchasing the products that I sell or the services that I provide. I'm worth. It's not even being worthy. I'm worth. And when you know that I am worth, and you walk around as the value that you are, and you stop belittling yourself, and you stop as I tell you guys all the time, would you be friends with yourself if your best friend talked to you the way that you talk to yourself? Would y'all be cool? If you the way you talk to yourself and you say, "Oh man, I'm not good enough to do this. And I don't know how to." This is just not gonna work. If your friend came to you and said, "You don't know how to do that. This is never gonna work." Well, how long would you be friends with that person? You would not be friends. So I want you to look at yourself right now and ask, how long are you gonna stop not be friends with yourself? How much longer are you gonna not be friends with you? Can you accept where you are and make a decision right now in this time, in this moment, and in this space and say, I love me enough in this moment to do something different. I love me enough to be intentional about my success, to be intentional about exceeding my income goals, to be intentional about my sales and marketing strategies, to be intentional about getting those skills inside my brain to where they're running by default, to where when I don't want to do it, my brain says, oh no, you know, get up and go. That's what happens. But it takes practice. You just don't do it just 1 or 2 days and you think life becomes perfect because you feel better after those 2 days. No, because guess what? 2 days after that, you're going to go right back into the old paradigm because that's going to be the default programming stuck in your brain. And that's what's going to come back. And you're going to be like, Dad, what happened? I was feeling so great 2 days ago. But what did you do 2 days ago that you're not doing 2 days later? Just saying.
Yeah, and remember, y'all, you have had 100% success coming through adversity so far in your life. You have had 100% success. So whatever you're going through, do yourself a favor and flip it. Once you notice you're in this spot, where do you see abundance? Where do you know, I remember being in that space of lack and thinking myself broke literally and having to reprogram because there wasn't an issue, but I thought myself into that position. And I live in Vermont, so I'm looking out my window. The trees, like I live in the woods and the sky is endless. So I started to just every day really root into the gratitude for my home and the big windows and the trees reaching endlessly for the sky. And as I would drive around during the pandemic, all of the just abundance of land here in Vermont that's not built on, the abundance of second and third homes of other people. So instead of looking at my own situation and saying, oh, this really stinks, it really was, okay, well, where is there abundance? If I don't like what my bank account looks like, how can I find this in another place? And really, you find that you're surrounded by abundance. And as that mindset comes in and you remind yourself that how you feel is a choice, right? I think I have behind me, choose happiness, right? Smile. And so sometimes it's like, oh yeah, screw you. How can I choose happiness in this moment? And it's a flip of a mindset. It's really, and I don't mean it to say that, oh, it's so easy. It's a skill. However, I'm going to tell you this, do not wait to build your business skills until you get your mind right. Do it at the same time. Build it so you see the connection and that you're motivated to do both, so that you're building that rock solid mindset that is flexible and firm, right? Because remember, life changes, it's fluid, things are going to happen that are going to blow your mind in a good and bad way. It's guaranteed. If you want to live a long life, you're signing up for, there's going to be more adversity in your life. So instead of getting down about it, like Javon said, 100% success coming through adversity is a whole fact, right? It sure is. It sure is. So keep going, because whatever you're in right now is not your future story. Whatever's happening right now is a result of past thoughts. So you have the choice to change your future by thinking differently and then seeking out things like our session tomorrow and finding other people who either have done what you are looking to do. Let them pave the path for you. Accept the gifts that are there for you, receive them, and then you can turn around and give those back when you're ready. You don't have to. I told somebody, she said, how could I ever repay you? I said, when you get your business up and going, you will pay it forward to somebody else who needs your help and is in the position you were in today. That's it. You don't need to go back and say, I got to pay everyone back. You need to pay it forward. And you don't need to do anything.
Oh, I love that. Oh my God, I love that. I love that. And you know my pay it forward queen is Dominique. Dominique is the pay it forward queen. When I tell y'all this woman, she pays everything forward. I tell you, I don't think I ever received so many gifts from a client more than Dominique.
That is
Dominique is
awesome.
like, she's like, oh, you got another book out? Well, give me 3. Dominique, you only need to read 1. Yeah, but you know what? I need to pay it forward. I got one of my coworkers, and I got, and it's like, oh, and how much is it? Oh, and I'm just gonna give you an extra $40 anyway, just in case you need it. And then Teraya, she's the pay it for another pay it forward person. She's like,
Awesome.
yeah, she's like, oh, well, I got $100 for you here, and it's like, I really love that the people who are attracted to me love me that much to want to support me and help other people utilizing the things that I've created. Because the one thing I said in the NBC interview that I did last week was that I lost my train of thought, was really about making sure that you have to give back, right? You gotta be determined, and you gotta make a commitment to yourself, right? That's what it was. I was gonna say, they asked me what was the definition of success to me, and I was sharing in the interview that success to me wasn't about materialism. Success to me was about how many lives have I impacted as a result of what I've created. I can have all the money in the world. I can have $0 in my bank account and still feel absolutely fulfilled, like I'm a trillionaire. But it's what's in me, it's what is that energy and that fire in me, and that fire within myself is what is gonna bring that success to me, because of how I feel within me, not because everybody's validating me. No, it's because I feel fulfilled within myself, and as a result, I see that my clients or my students, they're also fulfilled, which is why they generously give to me, because they see that I gladly pour into them, even when I'm tired. Dominique, sometimes we are in training 3:00 in the morning. Coach, I'm trying to write this book, and I'm like, Dominique, all right, go ahead, read the page. But I love them that much to see them succeed, and I love that they love me just as much to want to prosper me for helping them succeed.
100%. And that it becomes that beautiful dance. And it does come with, and I know it's cliche, cliches are there for a reason, but it does come with letting go, the commitment and letting it go. So these pieces of the puzzle all do come together, I promise. Yes, nice, Dominique. That is awesome, awesome, awesome. It has been such a pleasure. I love the energy of your group. It has just been so great chatting. I bet we could chat all day. I'm like, oh, yeah.
I know, right? But we got to get over here. Well, we have another guest coming around 7, so we're going to see how that goes. I don't know. I might need to take a break. But let's see. So, guys, definitely. Okay, she says, Javon says, Takia would say she can't talk, and then she stay on the phone with me for 2 hours because I'm a chatterbox. I'll be like, Javon, not right now. I'm like, go ahead, what is it? And then it'll be like, I'll be like, Javon, this is going to cost you now, okay? We are over 30 minutes. He'd be like, Coach, I got you. I cash up. No, I'm about to go to bed.
Gotta get that sleep.
I love it. But awesome. So please, guys, ultimately make sure that you guys join the group. I'm going to put the name of it again. And I need to make sure that you guys are there. So please make sure that when you fill out the questionnaire that comes when you make the request, put in Takia Diamond so she will know that you were with us today. Okay?
Yes, please do. And if you have any trouble finding it, thank you, Lisa. Awesome. Can't wait to welcome you in. Feel free to shoot me a private message. If shoot me a friend request so I see it. I am totally fine with that. If you'd like to communicate that way, go for it. And I will look forward to seeing you all there and seeing you at 12 noon. If you can't make it, we'll tag you and get to us with questions. Awesome, Javon. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So exciting to see all of you tomorrow. And I know Takia is holding you accountable, and I will do the same.
Yes, just no problem, no problem. All right, guys. So look, we're gonna get off of here, and don't call me, please, because I know some of you are like, well, no, give me an hour break to myself, please, guys. Can I go have some water? I'm telling you, if you call Giovanni, if you call me, I'm not answering the phone. I'm letting you know right now. And you too, Dominique. Who else over here? Taraya, she's wants to be on the phone all day too. The Taraya goes into tears when Coach can't stay on the phone. But Coach, I just want you to listen. Taraya. I gotta go to bed. Taraya just my time, girl.
When's your event, Dominique?
Yes.
When is your event? It's coming up. Well, yes, I'm wishing you all the best. I know I am just Takia I could talk to all day long. You know I'm going to call you Javon. Yes. All righty. That is so funny.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah, Dominique.
Oh, great. Well, I'm sending you all the vibes for your event right now. Sending you all good vibes. Where are you doing your event? If you want to or have you were drinking. It's all good.
She said she was drinking wine that night. Maybe a little too much. She said she about to make me have a crybaby fit on there. I'm like, Taraya, look, bye. Look, you make me have to hang up. You make Coach have to hang up on y'all. That's not right.
Intimately understand your clients. But you guys have great relationships. I can absolutely tell. It may. I love that. Have a phenomenal Sunday and have a phenomenal event, Dominique. I'm sending you all good vibes for amazing, amazing success. You're in Newark. Awesome. Awesome. I'm from Rockland County. I've flew out of Newark a million times.
Yes. So guys, definitely we'll have Amy come in with you geniuses. Maybe, we're going to cross teach. I'm
super stoked. My wheels are turning.
Yeah. Go right there in her community and then she'll come over here and help you guys, and we all just help each other. And Lisa, you guys are both in education, which means that y'all can help each other. So look, this is divine, okay? Divinely orchestrated. But we gonna get off because we will be on here forever.
Yes, you gotta go take a break me too, before my teenagers rock the house.
And Javon, do not call on my phone. I'm gonna send you right to voicemail, and you gonna know I'm not playing with you. You better wait. Oh my God, could y'all at least give me to 6 o'clock, please?
Thank you so much for having me. Thanks for the warm welcome. Thank you, Lisa and Javon, for the gratitude. I am so appreciative of being here. It could not have been a better part of my Sunday. Thank you so much, Kia. I cannot wait to see you tomorrow. Sending big love right to you and everyone out there. And I look forward to seeing you all soon.
12 noon, right?
Tomorrow? 12 noon Eastern time.
Y'all got that? Put it on your phones. Put your alerts for 11:15 or whatever so that you can remind yourself 12 o'clock. I'm in with Amy. Okay?
Yeah.
Put your alert. And then y'all know I'll call y'all on video chat in a group real quick and be like, hey, everybody, y'all ready? So if y'all don't want Coach calling y'all, listen, be there or be sorry you missed it. Okay?
Yes. Be there or be square.
Get out of here. We love y'all. Bye. Deuces.